Good morning, guys. Today we'll be talking about social media and how it can affect your future. So, here's a little bit about myself. Growing up, my parents always told me, be careful of what you post on social media. Social media right now is a major part of our lives and it's been something that we interact with every single day. So, you know, it came to me that, like, hey, do my bosses really look at my social media before they hired me, So I really wanted to dig in and find out whether or not that was fact or fiction. So with that being said, you oftentimes hear people say your hiring manager doesn't like really care about what you post or hey, they shouldn't be looking at that stuff. And other people are like, my account is private, so it won't affect me. So really I wanted to see, what people my age thought about the whole process.
Do you think that what you post on social media has an effect on whether future employers hire you or not?
Your social media is kind of like your profile, and you post like who you are on it, so that kind of influences your reputation and how people see you.
I do think that your social media presence does affect whether you get hired or not because that company wants someone who can represent them well. And if they can do a quick search for a background check and find something that you said that was inappropriate, a future client could do the exact same thing and ultimately could hurt the business in the future.
So if an employer looks up your social media and finds that you post things that are not appropriate in, let's say, their type of manner, they're not going to hire you because it's a bad representation of who they employ and what their company stands for.
You get hired?
Yes, I think what I post contributes to whether or not I get hired or not.
I think that what you post on social media plays a small role in whether employees will want to hire you or not. I think essentially they will base their opinion off of you on your interview and like meeting you in person rather than your presence on social media.
To take this to the next step, I wanted to find out what it was like on the interviewing side. So I decided to interview some job recruiters and hiring managers at my job. So I came up with three questions to ask them. One, during the hiring process, do you look at a candidate's social media profile? Two, if yes, which platforms do you use? And three, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being very important and 1 being not that important, how big of a role does an employee's social media profile play in your decision in hiring that person? So for the first question, I got answers like, yes, we use platforms like LinkedIn to help us filter out good candidates from bad ones. And another answer was, yeah, social media platforms give us a better idea of who we could potentially be working with. And someone on the negative side said, no, I think the interview and resume is good enough to help me make a good decision on the candidate. So, from what I gathered on the second question, the majority of people like to view a candidate's LinkedIn, and other times they would go onto their Instagram and Facebook. But LinkedIn was the number one like platform that people looked at. So for question number three, we got answers around 6 to 8 as a level of importance. So these recruiters didn't think that we should focus too much on social media platforms, but they also said we can't ignore them. Here are some statistics I found online. 93% of hiring managers will review a candidate's social media profile before making a hiring decision. 79% would use LinkedIn. 26% of recruiters would look at Facebook, and 16% would look at Twitter. So from all of this, I took away a bunch of things. We can't get rid of social media entirely, and it's something that's going to be with us for a long time. So rather trying to get rid of it, we can use it to our advantage and help us land that job. So, we can use our social media platforms to show off our personal brand. It'll help employers see who we are, what we think is important to us, and if it aligns with their company mission, we would really connect. So another thing is you should be wary of what you post on your social media account, you know. What you post online is there forever and there's no for sure saying, "Hey, I deleted it. It should be gone forever," because when the time it was up there, you don't know who could have saved it and who was viewing it. So another thing is you should be wary of what you post on your social media account, you know. What you post online is there forever and there's no for sure saying, "Hey, I deleted it. It should be gone forever," because when the time it was up there, you don't know who could have saved it and who was viewing it. Lastly, you should use your social media to build strong connections, you know. A lot of people say it's like who you know, not what you know. So I think networking is a very important aspect, and everyone should learn how to use that to their advantage. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know, I hope you took something away from this. I think we should all be wary of what we post on social media, and it really does have an impact on whether or not they make the decision to hire you.